14,
15. Yeah. So am I audible and visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Good morning, all. So, yes, welcome back and good morning, Toastmasters and of course guests. So welcome to the 629th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. For those who don't know Toastmasters International, it is a non-profit organization founded by Ralph C. Smedley in 1924. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning experience in which the members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, in turn resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So there are 4 core values of Toastmasters International: integrity, dedication to excellence, service to the member, and respect for the individual. So there are few rules to be followed. I request all the speakers to refrain from speaking on taboo topics like sex, religion, and politics. Since it is a hybrid meeting, I request the online participants to kindly ensure that your microphone is on mute when you are not talking. I request the online participants to rename themselves as Toastmaster or guest _ your name so that we would be able to identify you better. And then I'll be sharing 2 forms in the chat window. So one is for the members to mark their attendance, and the other form is for the guests to share your details so that our VP membership will reach out to you. And thank you. Have a great day. I now hand over the meeting, the stage to our presiding officer.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I'm opening the 629th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. So today we have few guests. Let us get the intro from them. Nikhil, can you come and introduce yourself?
Good morning, all present over here. Online partners as well, good morning. My name is Nikhil. At present, I am enrolled for MA History at Loyola College, Chennai, and I'm native to Bihar. I believe that communication is really important, and by seeing the vibe here, atmosphere, I feel myself that I will be a great communicator someday. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Actually, I saw a number of videos on YouTube regarding Toastmasters, and then some research got me here. Thank you.
So good morning, fellow friends. So my name is L. Jairam. I'm coming from Ashok Nagar. So I just now finished my BTech in biotechnology in DIT Vellore. I'm trying to do law in the future. So this is my aspirations right now. So I got to know about Toastmasters from my dad, whose friend is a part of this club. I don't remember his name. I'm really sorry about that. So and my dad has been always telling me that he used to be a Toastmasters member. So he always used to tell that it's a great environment to develop your communication skills. Get to know a lot of people. So he said it's a very good experience for you to try it out. So that is one reason I'm right now here. So that's about me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. His name, can you please come and introduce?
Yeah, good morning all. Happy to see you. So my name is Param Guru. I am coming from Chennai. So I am working in HDFC Bank as a deputy manager. So I'm handling function analyst as well. So 2 weeks back I came here, and last week I'm unable to come. So why I joined the Toastmaster is to become a better speaker. So normally when I was working with my managers, senior managers, so I'm unable to communicate in the sense effectively. So to be effective communicator, I searched a lot of websites and to found which is a better coach. So I saw some more websites like British Council, and so I want some kind of a club in this to become a community to better to effective communication. That's the reason I joined. I searched Toastmaster videos and speakers who were speaking very well actually. So I thought of joining and enhance my communication. That's it. That's about me. And my hobbies are watching movies and watching kind of thriller kinds of movies. So I like movies and in my spare time I like to read some motivational books and audio podcasts.
Thanks for joining today, Kamal. This we had one more. No, that is a new Toastmaster. I think Toastmaster Deepa. So let us start this meeting with a small game. So just to check whether the members are aware of Toastmasters meeting procedure. So I'll give you 3 clues and you have to find the answers, right? This is based on, it can be based on the XCOM rules or related to Toastmasters. So the first question, I'm in writing. Who am I? I'm in writing. Who am I? Secretary is the right answer. And the second clue was, I'm a formal brief record of proceedings. And secretary is the one who will note down what are happening in the meetings and will give the minutes of meeting. And the second question, I'm a list. Anyone from online who can able to find the solution? I am a list. Want the second clue? No. I am part of every meeting. Agenda. Sriram sir is getting the right answer for the second time. Okay. And the third one. Some members, sorry, left out. Okay, that's all for today. The remaining one are difficult. So with this, I would like to welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Muthu. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, presiding officer.
Meanwhile, has joined here.
Tarun has joined.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll take the evaluation for Sriram sir.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti. And good morning, Toastmasters and fellow guests. It gives me great pleasure to be the Toastmaster of the 629th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. Before I go any further, let me introduce the word of the day and theme of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is visualize. It usually means imagination, formation of mental images. An example of using the word of the day could be, before you swing, visualize yourself hitting the ball. And another example could be, she tried to visualize the scene he was describing. And the theme of the day was manifestation. So it usually means to display, to show, to make known something through outward signs. An example of using the theme of the day could be, his love for literature is manifest in his large library. Usually the visualization and manifestation goes hand in and hand out. There are 3 things that happens when we visualize. So we get a expanded creativity, we get shift in perception, and we get increase in motivation to act. Usually when we visualize, what happens, when we visualize, we want to be in Goa or some other place. So when you say that to your brain says that, hey, wait, you are not in Goa, you're just here in Chennai, let's say. So it creates a tension in your brain. So there are 2 things to happen to get rid of this tension. Either your brain either you have to stop the visualization, or else you have to get to that place, Goa or somewhere you are visualizing. So we are purposefully creating tension in our brain to make the brain work to get the outcome we want. So usually what happens, so when we visualize, so you get change in perception. So you start to see things which you have not seen before. You got to see the advertisement of someone advertising going to Goa, is getting started to attract things in your life. And then you get expanded creativity. You start to think creatively. You will think like how we can go to Goa, how much money it will take, and what travel how we travel. And the other thing is you get increased motivation to act as a result. So you see yourself taking action, and finally you get yourself into that results. So this is how visualization works. So visualization is very powerful. So every day visualize 1 to 2 minutes what you want. So it is the best way to get what you want. Now now for the benefit of the guest, let me define the Toastmasters meeting. Toastmasters meeting usually has 3 parts. The first part is called the prepared speech segment, where speakers are given time to come prepared with a speech and deliver it. And the second segment is called table topic segments. In this segment, we help fellow Toastmasters to handle impromptu speaking situations, which helps people to think fast on their feet, and also we invite the guests to take part in the proper speaking. The third part is called the evaluation segment, which is a very important segment of the meeting, which is where we provide feedback to the speakers to iron out the flaws. To help me with the evaluation, I have Toastmaster Tarun, and 1 minute. Toastmaster Tarun is a third-year architecture student and the former SA of MTC, a design, finance, and tech enthusiast, and his hobbies are playing badminton, binge watching web series. Now let me call upon Toastmaster Tarun to introduce himself and his team.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. I'll be the gender evaluator for today.
Tarun, can you come over to the closer to the mic?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Now am I audible, sir? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gender evaluator for today. I'll be handling the evaluation aspect, and I'll also be taking care of the how the meeting will be moving forward. So to help me in this process, I have a core team called the tag team, which is the timer, our counter, and the Grammarian. And I'll also be having a team of seasoned Toastmasters who will be evaluating the prepared speeches. So first, let me introduce my tag team. So I would like to call in the timer for the day, Toastmaster Mohan Babu. I would like to, Toastmaster Mohan Babu is a young, enthusiastic human being with great interest in traveling, exploring different cultures and cuisines. He likes to cook and taste different cuisines of the world. This is very interesting. I would like to call in Toastmaster Mohan Babu, and he would explain the responsibilities.
Thanks for the lovely introduction. Happy morning to dear fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'll be playing the role of timer today, and the role of a timer is to note down the time taken by every speaker, evaluator, and table topic speakers. The time for the icebreaker speech is 4 to 6 minutes. I'll be showing green at the 4 minutes, yellow at the 5 minutes, and red at the 6 minutes. So you'll be having a 30 seconds of grace time once the red card is shown. For the benefit of online speakers, like I'll be presenting my screen. In case if there is any technical issues, I'll ping in the chat. And for the normal prepared speaker, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. I'll be showing 5 minutes. I'll be showing green at the 5 minutes, yellow at the 6 minutes, and red at the 7 minutes. And for the table topic sessions, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. I'll be showing green at the 1 minute, yellow at the 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at the 2 minutes. You'll be having a 30 seconds of grace time once the red card is shown. And the time limit for the evaluator is 2 to 3 minutes. I'll be showing green at the 2 minutes. 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll be showing yellow. And at the end of 3 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. And again, you will be having a 30 seconds of grace time after the red card is shown. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Babu. And next, I would like to call the R counter for the day, Toastmaster Rekha. Toastmaster Rekha, she's working as a HR in Bangalore-based company, currently in Chennai for the past 1 year. She's interested in yoga and overall health and development. I would like to introduce Toastmaster Rekha, and she'll explain the responsibilities of the half mountain.
Thank you, Tarun, for the introduction. Am I audible to the online Toastmasters? Am I audible? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, hi. Good morning, all. Nice to see many people today offline. Yeah, so I'm playing the role of R counter. Now, what is the role of R counter? R counter, the purpose of R counter is to note down overused or filler words, that we use as a crutch, when we are delivering the speech. So most of the times, these can be, especially these are unnecessary words or sounds that come in our speech. And most of the times, these are very unconscious expressions or without our awareness. And this comes out in the form of fillers such as and these are the sounds which comes during our speech, and that disrupts the fluency of our speech. And it can also come out in the form of interjections. So interjections are the words which are used for feelings, these are not meaningfully expressing what we want to, but that is like a crutch. So, but, and, well, but the same words, well, so, but, and, if it is used meaningfully to express what you want, then it's an appropriate usage. Otherwise, if it's a crutch, then it is an inappropriate usage. So that's the role of R counter that I'm playing. So wish you all the best. I hope you visualize yourself as a perfect speaker, and manifest your best speech with the minimal errors. All the best.
It was really well explained. Thank you for that, Toastmaster Rekha. Then I would like to call in the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Saravanan. I would like to introduce him. Toastmaster Saravanan works in Dow Incorporated as a piping engineer. His favorite pastime is reading books and playing with his kid. Toastmaster Saravanan will explain the role of the grammarian. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, General. Good morning. Thank you, General. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Today I play the role of grammarian. The role of grammarian is to pay close attention to all speakers and listen to their language usage. I will make note of their improper language usages and outstanding words or quotes or sayings. At the end of the meeting, I will hand over my report to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saravanan. And to proceed with the prepared speeches, I would like to hand over the meeting to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Muthu. Thank you.
Thanks, Tarun, for clearly explaining the roles and responsibility of you and your team.
Muthu, we have one more guest with us. I would like to introduce, call him to the stage to introduce himself.
Hello, good morning. So, myself, Suresh Kumar. I'm working as an engineer in Caterpillar. I have 20 years of experience in product design and development. And I am here today to enhance my public speaking skills and to give certain presentations better. Recently, I had some bad memories, so I want to get it out of it as soon as possible. So that's the intention. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you.
You can take over the session.
Yeah, thanks, Preeti. Now we will start the part 1 of today's meeting, which is the prepared speech segment. For today, we have 3 prepared speakers lined up. Now let's start with Toastmaster Tenzin. Toastmaster Tenzin was born in Tibet and grew up in India. So he was awarded the Geshe Laharampa degree on Buddhist philosophy studies and is currently working as Buddhist philosophy teacher in Mysore. And we are glad to have Toastmaster Tenzin in MTC. And before he begins his speech, let me call upon his evaluator, DTM Rao sir, to read out his speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Muthu. And Toastmaster Tenzin Dorji is going to initiate pathway journey in Madras Toastmasters Club through Icebreaker. The purpose of this project is for the members to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. Time manager, please note down, time is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Dorji.
Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm extremely having these wonderful opportunities to give icebreaker speech, which is giving chance to introduce the path of my life. So those who don't know, I'm Tenzin Dorji, and I am Tibetan, and I was born in Lhasa, the capital of Tibet. But I grew up in India, as you all know the situation in Tibet. And currently I live in Mysore, and I work as Buddhist philosophy teacher at Shillong Monastery University. And I have enjoyed teaching students since I was in university, and I was awarded.
Can you come closer to them?
Yes, I was awarded Geshe Laramba degree, which is equivalent to PhD in Buddhist philosophy from modern institution. At age of 6, I left my country and my parents, and I fled to India. After that, unfortunately, I don't get back to visit my parents and family in Tibet. There are so many children like me become homeless and don't get accurate, physically one loving and kindness from their parents. Some other like children, unlike other children, my grandparents were in India, and they took care of me since till they left. Soon after reaching in India, I got an opportunity to study in TCV school in Dhamsala, Himachal Pradesh, under the grace of Dalai Lama and the Indian government. But when I was studying in 4th class, I was recognized as a reincarnation of 6th Pandit Singh Rinpoche by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama and other prominent highly Rinpoches. So therefore, inevitably, I had to become a monk to entering into doctrine and had to leave school. All these consequences and circumstances had left me incapacitated school life, playing with other children, and I was like in isolation. And to perceive of my dignities as a Rinpoche, I was not allowed to play with other children and spending with them, because seniors and teachers are getting a lot of suspicious to I may get spoiled and become righty as some examples of another children's. And I must follow some certain rules and regulations to abide by vows and discipline, as I'm a fully ordained monk. I bought more than 20 distinguished masters and scholars in this life, and I received lots of educations from Indian ancient knowledge. I have spent last 22 years studying on Buddhist philosophy until I was awarded Geshe Laramba degree, which is Tibetan PhD in field by the Gelugpa International University. And I have never feel at my this personal level, I have never feel I have gained or accomplished a bright knowledge. As we all know, we can't be attain what we desire until we enlightened. Therefore, I'm very enthusiastic about learning something from modern institution for greater knowledge exposure and for the Buddhist philosophy perceived through modern institution. Still, as a Rinpoche, I'm giving some teachings of Buddhas to my followers in both in English and Tibetan language. But at this level, I was not sufficient of my English to teach effectively to the floors. Therefore, I tried to learn on myself through going into internet and reading books and so on. The reason I came to Chennai also. I'm working in this field for 10 years, and I'm pursuing this as my responsibility. So with that, I will end with a quote by writer Avina Cluster. There's no set moment in your life that will define you. Every moment is a chance to change your life for better or worse. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tenzin. It was really an inspirational and motivational speech. We all really enjoyed. Let's put your hands together for Toastmaster Tenzin. Now we are moving to the second speaker. Is Toastmaster Sriram. Toastmaster Sriram was the past president of MTC. He is the product manager at Secure Solutions, and he provides data security solutions based on Microsoft Azure technology. And music is his hobby, and it gives a lot of pleasure to him during free time. And his speech title is EFGH. Now I request Toastmaster Preeti to read out his speech objectives.
Good morning, Toastmasters, and good morning, sir. Toastmaster Sriram is giving his level 1, project 1 in the path dynamic leadership. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech. The title of his speech is EFGH, and the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best. Over to TMOD.
Thank you, Preeti. Very good morning, all. Able to hear me? How about online?
Yes, sir. You are audible. Yes, sir.
Any of you know a place called Kadaramangalam? It's a place in called Mayavaram, down south in Tamil Nadu. Any of you know Lord Nadaraja? Yes. Where is? Chidambaram. Now, what's special about these two places? These two places are where my parents were. So they migrated to Chennai, and since then, of course, I started. Of course, I was born out of Chennai, in a place called Ainava. It is somewhere in North Madras. So initially, and of course, I was not the only kid. I have 2 sisters and an elder brother. Being the youngest in the family has its own advantages. We get a lot of love and affection from all. But I also get a lot of advices. Advices are free, but it is for us to take. And even though they are trivial, I felt a lot of value in those advices for a period of years. That's how I learned this abbreviation EFGH. Elevate yourself from fixed mindset to growth mindset. Elevate yourself from fixed mindset to growth mindset and reach greater heights. It looks very lengthy, right? But it's very simple, which you can follow. I can narrate a few incidents. Starting from my childhood, when I started the first bicycle in all of you know, bicycle industry, right? So my sister sat in the pavilion and I rode the bicycle. It was the first time riding. As I started, I came across a rugged road. I didn't know, I couldn't control. I lost balance. I went and hit an old lady. Now that time, of course, she didn't have any major problem. She luckily escaped, but I had a fracture. So that, of course, that was the first incident I had in my initial years. I felt that I need to give up my road trips. But my sister told, Sriram, don't give up this. Say you can, don't say you can't. And that kind of message, motivation moved me from fixed mindset to growth mindset. I started going forward, and from then on, my brake journey started. I started applying brakes, and of course, I landed also in a company working for a brake manufacturing company in the year 1993. The company is called Brakes India. It is a company in TVS Group. And I started my day in manufacturing. Those days, it should be very, lot of learnings you do there. And I had a tough manager. Now, this boss is actually, we call him, he gives pongal every day. Okay, pongal is like, scolds. So the moment I go in front of his cabin, he used to fire me left and right. I used to wonder, what is that I'm doing? What should I do? He says, Sriram, you should put your hands, and no, I don't mind you becoming dirty. Kai pote vela seiga, you learn a lot. And that really motivated me. He also said, I don't mind you breaking the machine or tools, but you fail, but you learn a lot of learnings. And that was a great message I had. And I moved up from fixed mindset to growth mindset. My journey continued. And of course, those days I used to watch a lot of movies. As you know, a lot of these triangular love movies get a lot of romance. But I also had a triangular conflict within my own house. So what it means is that I had to choose between my own family values, my better house. So this becomes a tussle, a point of time. And I try to come out of this situation. And I also had a learning from my own family that you should be patient and try to be adjustable. And that was the growth mindset I got, a learning, and I kept moving. In 2014, I joined Toastmasters. Of course, it has been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of learnings. And every failure has taught me a lesson. And that brought me to a learning point. And I had always moved one step ahead.
Sir, hello. Sir, good morning, sir.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Some disturbance. So what I mean to say is this Toastmaster platform has brought me from fixed mindset to growth mindset in a very long journey. And I keep continuing learning this. So EFGH. So what was a great message which I got through. And I can say that it has created a vision for me I could see a light at the end of the tunnel. Purely because of this, I was able to come out of this fixed mindset, growth mindset. So Toastmasters, do you see a value in EFGH? Now tell me, what is EFGH? Yeah. So elevate yourself from fixed mindset to growth mindset and reach their values. So try to apply EFGH in your life. You'll see a lot of wonders. What do you team?
Sir, we all really enjoyed your speech. You just brought your childhood days back to our eyes. So it was really an energetic speech. So we all really enjoyed. Now we are moving to the third speech of this segment. Is Toastmaster Prabhat. Toastmaster Prabhat is a mechanical engineer with 12 years of experience. He loves exploring new places, loves playing table tennis. Now, before I call upon Toastmaster Prabhat, I call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Anand, to brief his speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My target speaker, Toastmaster Prabhat, is doing a project 1 and level 3 on persuasive influence. So he is going to do the research and presentation. So the purpose of the statement, the purpose of the project for the member to learn or review the basic research method and present a well-organized well-researched speech on any topic. Congratulations, my target speaker, Toastmaster Prabhat. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. So actually, I am going to ask you a simple question. Do you know the importance of the financial literacy? Yes, we all know the importance of the financial literacy. This financial literacy was given to us in the school education. I can say, oh, yeah. So, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, today I am going to talk about the importance of the financial literacy. We were been to our school. And in our school, we have been taught about science, physics, economics, history, geography. But there was a glaring lack of the financial literacy in our education system. Because of that, we were not able to understand the importance of the financial literacy. We are actually unlike the generation the world has ever seen. We are smart, we are intelligent, we are educated, but the thing which we are lacking is the financial literacy. We are making a decision based on our ego and entitlement. And this is a recipe for our disasters. The lack of financial literacy is hurting our generation. We are going in a debt day by day, just because we are paying interest rate. We are paying interest rate because we are buying the expensive things just to impress someone who we do not really know. Same situation was with me also. After my education, I got a job. I started to earn. So I was thinking with this money, I can go and buy some expensive things. So I used to buy expensive phones, expensive laptops, expensive watches. Because actually I was not being given education of this financial literacy. And because of that, I was making all this decision in my life. In 2015, I somehow got an opportunity to actually attend a workshop on the financial freedom. After that workshop, I started to know about finance and so many investment strategies. I have seen so many YouTube videos, and I have gone through so many books. There are a few of the books which inspired me a lot. First is Our Rich Dad and the Poor Dad. Second is The Psychology of Money. And third is The Intelligent Investor. These three books inspired me a lot. And because of that, I started to do the research, which all thing I should invest in, which all thing I should do. And based on that, I found few of the investment strategy. But today I'm actually going to talk about only two of them. So before I will go and talk about them, I just want to talk about inflation in our India. So in this slide, if you can see, the inflation rate in India is somewhere around 7% this year, especially in July month, it is 7.1%, somewhere in between that. And if you can see the inflation rate in 2014, it was somewhere in between 11% and 12%. And after that, our inflation rate was somewhere in between 2% to 3% in 2016 or 17. And again, it has started to increase. It has started to increase, and today we can see it is at 7.01%. So depending on this inflation rate, we can think about so many of the investment strategy. So there are the investment strategy. It is like a fixed deposit. So actually, I was thinking about the fixed deposit. We can go and spend in the fixed deposit, and it will be a smart investment option, and it is the safest investment option so far, we can say. So this is a record of FD. This information I have taken for SBI Bank. If you can see the FD of SBI Bank, it has given a maximum return of 8.7, 8.8% in 2013 or 2014. And actually after that, it has started to give 6%, 7%. And today we can see it had given us a return of somewhere in between 6 to 6.5. So the FD return is 6% or 6.5. Inflation itself is 7%. So if we are thinking to do the investment in this FD, it will not be the safest investment, I would say. So the next option, we are having a mutual fund. This mutual fund is totally dependent upon the equity market. Equity market means it is dependent on the share market. So if share market will go up, the index fund or mutual fund will also go up. So this is the safest thing which I have taken the information from. This one is for HDFC. So in that HDFC record, you can see it has given a return of 11.5%, which is superior than every return as well as the inflation rate. So actually, I would say this investment will be, I can say, actually ideal investment for us. So financial literacy is actually important. Every individual should set their financial goal in their life. Do we really want expensive phone, expensive laptop, or smart life, peaceful life like that? So with this, thank you. And so I would like to actually say thanks to everyone for this. Thank you.
You can stop sharing the screen. Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhat, for educating us on the financial literacy, which is really all we need. Now we are moving to the next important session. It's education session by Toastmaster Arun Kumar on the selecting your topic from the Better Speaker series. About Toastmaster Arun Kumar, he was the past president of the Madras Toastmasters Club. Now I request Toastmaster Arun Kumar to present his education session.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and happy morning to all Toastmasters. So in Toastmasters manual, we have 3 different kind of educational series. The first one is called a successful club series, which talks about how to conduct a successful club meeting. The second one is all about leadership excellence series, which will help us to excel and learn about the leadership skills. And the third series is all about better speaker series. So better speaker series, as the name suggests, it will suggest the improvements about how to become a better speaker or better communicator by improving our communication skills. So within that, today we are going to pick one topic, which is called as the better speaker series. So you have your prepared speech scheduled. So your speech has been scheduled for the Sunday meeting, and the days are nearby. Tuesday, Wednesday, but you have not selected your topic. What will happen? Sorry? Drop off the pain of president and VP education. What else? You may be a bit nervous, you'll be confused, you'll be worried a lot about what to speak and what topics that I can choose up. So in today's session, we are going to see about what are the several criteria we can consider to select a topic for our speech. Not only the Toastmasters club meeting, it may be applicable whenever you are delivering any presentation outside Toastmasters club, maybe in your workplace or in some other professional platform. So I would like to understand what is your practice that you do follow to select a topic. Write the content down, and the topic is summarizing the whole content. Pick the content and then choose the top sub point. Okay. Anything else? Sorry. Correct. Yeah. Current situations. So exactly. That is a very valid point. So you have end of the day, you have to meet your project objective as well, which is core important. So there are various elements to drill down it. So on this first, let us see about the sources to select your topic. So everyone has personal stories, right? So it's always better to share or include our personal experiences in the topic that we selected. I understand there are possible that some project manuals or some project may not accommodate this approach, but still it is valid that you can go through a certain topics where you can incorporate your personal experiences, your journey in your speech. For example, if you take the today's speech itself, two of them are already icebreaker. So it's of course it's all about introducing themselves to the club, which is automatically the personal experience will come up. And the third speaker, Prabhat, he spoke about financial literacy, but he have engaged his experiences. What is the seminar he have attended? What made him to learn more about financial literacy? What is the book that he? What is the strategy that he? So the more he talk about his personal experience, it makes us to more engaged with the speaker what they are speaking. Otherwise, if we just keep picked up some graphs and deliver about the presentation, it may just look something a kind of bookish idea where audiences may not be able to follow it. And more important is that when you are incorporating your personal story, it is very easy to engage with audience emotionally. So there are two aspects when you are delivering a speech or any kind of presentation. One is that you are giving the logical points to the audience, where you narrate about the facts, figures, statistics, logical points. But the problem is that if we stop with that, audience may not be able to agree on our point. They may not openly work up it, but internally they may be biased. They may think, oh, no, this is not the right. It will go into a kind of analysis and paralysis. Whereas if you engage them with emotionally as well, they start to engage and accept what is that you are trying to speak up. They start to follow you. That is the main importance where we have to incorporate more about the personal stories and engagements. And even if you notice the world champion of public speech or district champion speeches, have anyone heard that one? Even this last year, district champions, either the entrance speech contest or the humorous speech contest, they spoke about their personal story. Usually, if you go and notice the international world champion of public speeches, which is available on YouTube, all the speeches will be based on, they may pick one specific breakthrough moment in their life and narrate what is the lessons that they have learned, what is the pain point that they have faced, and what is the takeaway for the audience. This is usually how they used to frame for an international speech conversation, not from international, but even from the club level itself. So what are the sources? It is you may have several interests, that is starting from your hobby, whether you are a traveler, what is your entertainment, what is your passion. Those things are a good source of gathering your personal experiences, followed by your career. What is your profession belongs to? Is it related to any kind of business or what kind of vocation? Are you interested in any process or related to finance or related to insurance? There are also a lot of life related skills and topics where you can grasp it. And then third one is the family. from our childhood memories, what we learned from our family members, from our parents, from our relatives, or through the friends where you go some vacation. What is your learnings from that? What is your experiences from that? That is another source of taking the topics. And then finally, education. What is your subject matter expertise? What is that you are too much proficient about that? What is your education? What you have studied? That is another source where you can pick up your topics. And the second source is reference materials. So apart, one is the personal experiences, second is the reference. We may study a lot. Internet, we may gather a lot of things. We may gather a lot of books and magazines, newspapers, many articles that may interest us, many articles that give more importance to us. So those kind of things, no problem. What those kind of things, whatever that you do, that is another source of taking the ideas. And the events, you may attend some seminars or webinars, go and attend some conferences. There that some speakers or some topics might have been influenced you most. So that is another source. You can grasp those ideas also for your prepared speech topics. So these are the two sources. Now, day-to-day basis, we go through a lot of events, lot of conversation with our friends or with family members. Throughout this experience, there might be some things where it might give you some inspiration. Those kind of things you have to start to note it down. So in case if you have any ideas, what you need to do? Write it down. Because if you start to think about what is the speech or what is the topic that I can deliver before your speech, it will be difficult for you. But whereas if you have some good amount of repositories, it is easy for you to pick up and choose and topic. I would say not only the speech topic, it can be any kind of useful quotes that you can say. It can be a kind of short story where you can accommodate in your 5 to 7 minutes, or it can be any kind of rhetorical device, or it can be some kind of metaphor, or like whatever that you inspire, whatever that you feel that it will be valuable to others as well. Please make a note of it so that it can be later used. So one example I could quote that last month I was driving car along with my daughter. Nearby we are standing in front of a signal in the OMR. All of a sudden one auto came with a huge sound and crossed the lane. Nothing different. We do see in many places on a daily basis. What is different is that the phrase written in the backside of the auto. He mentioned something like, so to translate in English, what he mentioned is, there is a red light. If you cross that one, you will get punished by the law. But he is the only and first person who crossed the line. So my daughter and we had discussed about these things. So what I did is just immediately noted it. Later, after 2-3 weeks, I had to deliver another percentage in another software, where I have mentioned, narrated this one, and combined with this, as a leader, what you say and what you do has to be in sync. People are get inspired based on your actions, not through by your words. So it can help me to get some good analogies from my real life experience, right? So those kind of experience or ideas, whatever that you gather, please try to note it down. That it can be used at later point of time when you are scripting your speech. So suppose either you might have noted down as a repository, or it may be remain as in your memory, in your brain, whatever the case is that. You may have a lot of references, experiences, stories to share, ideas to share. Now what we can do? Can we tell to anything to anyone? There should be some filtering mechanism. We have to filter it out. What can be said to whom? Which is right topic to which kind of people? That filtering mechanism is all about narrow your selection. So one way, and the most important way for Toastmaster is consider your project objective. That is the first priority. After that one, what are the list of things that you can consider? Now, what do you see? They are bored. They are lost interest with the speaker. They are disengaged, isn't it? See, one of the first thing, another, after you consider your project objective, next very important is think about your audience. To whom you are speaking? Are you addressing any of their needs? So how you can segment your audience? So first one is that how many people are there in the meeting? That is one thing. So this may not be more appropriate for Toastmasters, but outside it may be applicable. So we know how many people in the club members, but Whereas if you are going as a speaker or if you are giving a presentation in your corporate, you may have to have some understanding how many people will be available, so that it can help you to facilitate what kind of examples that you can quote. Do you need to plan for any other facilitation skills and activities? And what is the age range? Which age belongs to them? Why do we need to worry about age? Sorry. Content should match what the content or the topic, what we talk should relate with the age. This happened in Toastmasters also. So I have attended one of the college club Toastmasters meeting where another guest speaker came up and spoke about retirement planning. Unfortunately, I was the general evaluator for the day, so I have to get that. See, they have not at all landed their job. What is the point of talking about retirement planning to the students? So we have to be very careful about their age range and the other demographics as well. Sorry. And another, whether are they familiar with the subject or not? Do they belong to similar kind of interest, needs, and backgrounds, experience to the speaker? So any meeting, if you see, a group of people will be there, and there is one specific theme or one specific interest which is going to combine all of them. And it is very important we have to identify that theme and talk about it. For example, if you take the Toastmasters, why we are gathered here? To improve our communication skills, to improve our leadership skills, maybe personal growth, confidence, personal growth. So whatever that topic, it has to be somewhere come and align towards this. So all the topics, as usual, icebreaker anyway, it is personal learning. Then financial literacy, it is very important to all of us for our personal growth, isn't it? So think about that way and craft your speeches. The first one is the audience segmentation. Next one is the occasion. Why people have gathered there? Does the event have a theme? So if the event have a theme, probably we may script our speech related to theme. In Toastmaster meeting, if possible, we can always think about the theme of the day and try to use a script to that. But many times it may be not be possible. As much as possible, try to alter your script so that it can be aligned with the theme. So it is very much possible when you deliver a icebreaker kind of speech. So last week I have delivered my icebreaker in another club where the theme is new beginning. So it is the same icebreaker script which I have delivered in our own club before 5-6 months ago, I think. So I picked the same kind of, just alter it. So new beginning means I have made it as life is a series of transition from childhood to your higher secondary, to the college, to the job, to the marriage, to the workplace. Everything is a kind of transition. Everything is a new beginning. How I approach new beginning in all those things. So try to relate somewhere according to theme of the meeting. It's not only for Toastmaster, mainly when you go outside also, try to understand what is the theme for that specific day. So many times when people are going as a speakers or presenters to a one-day event or one-day conference, there might be some theme where they'll be discussing. For example, if it are any HR related event, you may think about employee engagement as one thing. They will be discussing about the same topic throughout the conferences. So you have to check with the organization to understand input. When you are scheduled to speak, this is also important when you give the speech to outside. So whether your slot is in the morning or afternoon or evening, who are all speaking before to you, what they are going to speak. For example, if one person is coming and speaking something and you had to speak entirely against the topic, how you will handle it. So if you have some idea who is speaking before that, what they are talking about, it will help you to frame your topic or script accordingly. One of the event I observed recently is that one of the speaker has to speak in afternoon about some personal growth, and his title is something like in Tamil Elundiru Vilithira Arise Awake. So he had to speak in the afternoon. So immediately he came to the podium. He addressed. We all had a nice lunch, buffet lunch. I am given topic about Arise Awake. It's a difficult topic, but let me manage. So suddenly all the audience have really awake and started listening. So that is the one way where if you are mindful about your situation, it will help you to speak it up. So what will happen after your speech? So this is all about your specific purpose. So what is the purpose? You have been invited as a speaker there. Suppose if it is a kind of sales presentation, is there any sales going to happen after that? Or you are going to give a product demo to your customers. What is that you are expected to happen there? Your customers or stakeholders have to accept your idea. What is that you are offering? So identify what is the end objective. Even if you are giving a speech in the Toastmasters club meeting within the club, what is the specific objective that you want the audience to attain? That is what we call it as call to action at the end of things. The third element, how you are mastering with your topic. What is your ability to speak on the topic? It is not about picking any topic from the internet or reference material and come and deliver. First one is, do you have enough enthusiasm and interest to deliver the topic? So you should be able to relate with the audience with more energetic and enthusiastic. That's the reason we are recommending to have some personal experiences, personal stories, so that you will be automatically motivated to speak about what is inspiring you a lot. And second, do you have the knowledge base required to present the topic? So we have to collect the required knowledge. It's not about, we may have some rough idea about the topic, but we have to dig deep down. For example, today, Prabhat have delivered 2 slides about, he picked up some graphs and delivered. So that is the kind of accumulating the knowledge, doing the research, learn more about the topic so that you will be more confident on what you have to do. And it will be helpful to address any question answers also. That is the reason we have discussed about the reference point, the magazines, articles, websites, etc. And again, are you an authority? Do you have any prior experience about the topic? Right? For example, Tarun is coming and deliver how to be a good parent. I don't know whether he's a parent or not. But so that's what, are you an authority? Are you equipped to talk about the topic? So that is more important. Then only audience will understand. Otherwise, people will be sitting, they will be sleeping in the earlier side, but physically they may be awake, but mentally they will be in some other place. So that is more important. And fourth and final is how we are moving into specific. So there is a phrase where, whether you know it or not, there is something called cow grazing and horse grazing. You remember? Tamil, we call it as Nunipul Mail. So when cow grazes, it will just eat the topmost part of the grasses only, and it will cover a broad area of the field. Whereas if you take the horse, it will bite the grass, pick it completely up to the root and eat it. So that is dig down deep to the root and understand what is. That is what going into the specific. Because if you are taking a broad topic like how to attain financial freedom, we can't deliver it in 5 to 7 minutes speech. See, when you talk about financial freedom, it may involve about your stock markets, your investments, whether you want to plan to retire early, so many things will come in there. So you can drill down. And within that one subtopic is that how to become debt free. So if you become a debt free, it will lead to your financial freedom. Again, debt free itself is a huge topic. Whether you want to speak about limit your expenses or limit your expectations or redirect your investments, or if you want to stop the credit card usage, what is it? So dig down deep and pick one small element so that it will be appropriate for you to speak in the given 5 to 7 minutes speech. For example, what is the pros and cons of using credit card? That you can easily speak in the 5 to 7 minutes. Today he spoke about importance of financial literacy, and he picked only 2 slides and showed the graphs what we are lacking or what we need to take action. Within some short notice he was able to do. So if you dig down deep, it will be helpful for you. That is the one reason what I will always ask my mentees whenever they are sending the script. Please explain me in one sentence what you want to tell. If you are able to narrate in one sentence to me, then you have absolute clarity on what you are going to talk and tell. That one sentence is nothing but your call to action to your audience. That is your closing summary remarks. So have that clarity on what you want to talk so that you can avoid it. So how you can go to specifics. One is that, is the topic specific enough for the time allocated? Yeah, this point we can discuss about it. What is your time allocated? 7 minutes or 30 minutes, or if you are giving any other presentation outside, it is 1 hour or 2 hours. Think about the time, whether your topic is sufficient enough. Not only speaking about it, whether the audience will be able to understand by giving enough examples, enough stories, enough facts and figures. So consider the time which is important. Do the support the topic and add to the speech. This is about following the lane. What is that your opening? What is that your body? What is your subtopics within the body? What is the transition of them? What is that your closing? What is your closing remarks? All these things should be in alignment. You cannot open a topic with something else and close with something else. It has to go through in a loop and align with everything. That is the reason I'm mentioning about have some idea about how you can brief the entire script into one sentence itself. And third, eliminate the distraction. What can be cut from the body of the speech? So we may have so many ideas about that specific topic once you are discovered, but try to avoid the topics which is not relevant to that one. So now it is the final stage. You have to segregate and remove the unnecessary, because it used to say the human's attention space is maximum 8 minutes. That's the reason our prepared speeches are even within the 5 to 7 minutes. You got to deliver within the time limit so that you can keep the attention space. But this survey or this metric was started long ago. With this lot of digital influence and mobiles in place, our attention span is less than 8 seconds. That is what the recent research was said. So you have to eliminate unnecessary things. Keep up each and every paragraph, every translation aligned with your top to bottom of the entire script. So by after hearing all these things, you may think that should I need to consider all these things before I delivering a topic? You may consider, you may not consider. So yes, you without considering all these things, you can deliver your speech. I am not denying that. You can deliver, you can complete your levels, you can complete your pathways. But completing your pathways is entirely different from becoming a better speaker and better communicator. If you want to become a better speaker, try to practice all these points. So the first one, as we discussed, what are your personal experiences throughout your life, your family or friend circle, and what is the resources, materials that you have gathered, what is the references that you have collected about the subject. Along with that, what are the things that they have to consider to narrow down the points? That is, who is the audience, the occasion, theme of the event, and how you can make it more specific. By combining all these things, you can come to a conclusion of what is the purpose or objective of my speech. Who is my target audience to whom I am delivering? What is the goal of my speech? Or what is the outcome that I want my audience to take up? What is the call to action? What is the action that I am expected from them to take it? Think about all these things and then finally, which will get an excellent topic to talk about it. So with this, I have completed my session. If there are any question answers,
Generally, how much time is required to come up with speech? Like I've seen some people come up with speeches for a couple of days, but when I have to give my first speech, I thought this for 3 weeks and still struggling.
yeah, her question is about how many days it requires to finalize a topic.
Consumer.
Yeah, so it comes through practice only. I can see what of that I have been in Toastmasters for 7 years. But all these things I have started into just a couple of years ago, not from the very beginning. So it's a kind of learning process. So the more you can try to incorporate the practice, it will come. So if you have all those topics in hand, then it will be easy for you to think of. Otherwise, you may have to think about it. Another good point that would I recommend is that plan your entire pathways in advance. So now you are traveling in level 1. What is your project in level 5? What is it you are going to talk about in level 5? So put that into a kind of paper or Excel sheet, whatever the format you want. So in your pathways, what is the project that you have to deliver? If you note it down and refer it at least once in a month at least. If you go through that one, suddenly if you hear any topics, if you hear any examples, if you experience something, it will connect you directly. So this is what I have to deliver. Then you can immediately come and mark that point to the topic. So when that speech is coming up, you can replace it. So plan your entire pathways in advance in this way. It will be easy for you also to deliver.
So we need to write it paper or whatever.
Correct. To write it in a paper or in a spreadsheet or whatever the tool that you want. Just plan it. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. What are the projects? What are the objectives? Project objective and speech objective. So it will be easy for you to plan. Any other questions? Thank you. I hope the session is useful and I need one favor from you all. I need some feedback about today's presentation and I have requested our essay to give the feedback. Please spend some minutes and give your feedback. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suresh Kumar sir. Timer, can you, Zoom Master, can you unshare the screen? Thank you, Toastmaster Arun Kumar sir. It was really a highly educative and informative session on selecting your topic, and which is highly in demand, and which is something we all need to give a very good speech. I hope the audience had a lot of takeaways. I hope it will be helpful for them to delivering a good speech. Now we are taking a break for 5 minutes. Please let us know when the 5 minutes is over.
Please give us 10 minutes because here everyone has to have their tea. So let us take 10 minutes break and come back by.
Timer, are there any disqualifications?
There are no disqualifications. All are qualified.
In the meantime, we can vote for the best speaker. So we can meet after the break. After the break, we are followed by the table topic session, which is highly interesting and entertaining session of the Toastmasters meeting.
Deepa, are you there? Abdul Latif.
I don't want to go for a conference. Not something. Of course, it is not a job.
Am I audible? Hello? Yes, Toastmaster. So, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, so let's get started from the break. So, can we all have a meeting started again? Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. Now we are moving to the most important and most entertaining segment of Madras, sorry, Toastmasters Club. And this is table topic session, and it is going to be conducted by Toastmaster Jacob. About Toastmaster Jacob, he is working as a project coordinator for Aurora Only and having 9 years of experience in graphics design field. His hobbies are reading books, listening to music, and interested in reading crime novels, cooking, and watching movies. So over to you, Toastmaster Jacob.
Good morning, for Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the Topics Master is to facilitate every topics where guests and members will be given, we have the opportunity to practice impromptu speaking. I will introduce a topic and will call on speakers and who will be given 2 minutes to speak on the subject. So first, I would like to call Toastmaster Anand. The topic for you is aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit the star.
Once again.
Aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star.
If you missed, you will hit the star. Thank you, table topic master, for giving us such a tough topic. Right? Let us aim for the moon. Otherwise, let's hit the star. Okay. We have right. See, in whether if you take a profession or if you take a personal life, we have some goals. If you have the goal, that gives the clarity of direction. If you don't have goal, we don't have any plan to achieve. Right? Suppose if you take a ship, right? If there is no compass, what will happen? It will sail in a different direction. So first of all, what we need, right? The goal. If we, right, so that we can reach the destination. Right. I will give one study that was done in the Harvard Business School. You know that Harvard Business School is one of the premier institute in the world. Right. The two questions were asked to the Harvard MBA student. The first question is that, do you have any written goal? Right. Second question, do you have any plan to achieve that goal? Two questions were asked. Unfortunately, only 3% of the population, they told that we have written goal. Right. 13% of the population, they told that we have non-returnable goal. See that, right? After 10 years, they evaluated the same population. Okay. The 3% of the population, what they have, earning 10 times more than that of the cumulative of 97%, right? And the guy, 13%, those who have non-returnable goal, they are earning just two times more than that of the 13% of the population. They don't have goal at all. That's why let us aim. If not, we will enter in a different statement. Something we will do. Let us have the goal clarity. That if you have the goal clarity, it stimulates the achievement drive within us. Otherwise, it will remain as a dormant. So over to you, table topic master, for giving a wonderful topic.
Thank you very much, Anand. Next topic is for DTM Sheshadri sir.
Hope I'm visible and audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Topic is a negative mind will never give you a positive life. A negative mind will never give you a positive life.
Thank you, table topic master and other fellow Toastmasters of Madras Toastmasters Club. When we look at life in a positive manner, things happen in a positive way. We have to visualize the way the life goes on every day, and every day we have a learning. When you say some negative things set in your mind, it actually stops your growth. That negative mindset always keeps you occupied in something else, and you actually start losing focus on what you're trying to do. In such a situation, it's always to have a positive frame of mind. Positive frame of mind actually transforms everything into a world that it manifests something which you never would have imagined to have happened. Always we take negative things for more powerful, because our mind is tuned in such a way that it takes up negative things faster than the positive things. Positive things always takes time to get into your frame of mind, but what it gets into it, it occupies the entire space and actually makes you to a different world. We'll never imagine we can reach there. Such visualization and manifestation are really important for us to get this mindset. A negative mindset always leads to negative results. It's not always true, because some point of time we have to have this find what is the plan B. Everything cannot go according to your plan, but we should have some sort of negative aspect of things to be also to look into, without which I think we will not have it. A negative mindset would, all negative part of this goal which we have should be like a brake in your system of vehicle. You always cannot go going on the acceleration mode. You have to have some brakes in between. Such things can be a negative thing, can actually give you a way that it should not be done, and that gives you a learning that way. So a negative mind never stops you from positive thinking, but I can say it can stop you from reaching something which you would have otherwise hit a roadblock or something like that. I think positive frame of mind always helps us, but a negative mind also stops you from thinking beyond. So that's something which you'll have to avoid and start visualizing things which you can achieve in life. Be positive, everything will always be positive to you. So back to your table topic, Master.
Thank you, sir. Next topic is for guest Nikhil. The topic is what we think we become. What we think we become.
I can deny that as well. No, can I go for the negative part in that topic?
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to speak about what we think we become. But I have a kind of contrary view to this. I don't think we actually become what we think. Back in class 8th, I thought that I would be an astronaut. What did I end up studying? History. In my school days, I was pretty ahead out of business things. But 2 years ago, I started a business and 4 lakh rupees, spent 5 lakh rupees, and ended up bankrupt. I never thought that I would take up history as the most interesting subject of my life. I never thought I would go for research. But today, I'm doing research, that too in history. I am struggling to find sources, struggling to find materials, but even then, I'm going for research. I never thought that I would go for certain things like that. So I believe that flowing with the time is rather better than deciding things beforehand, because we never know what situation we might end up at. People would have planned great things for business, but this COVID time struck them all. Things never happen what we actually planned to. So it's always better to flow with the time and appear. Thank you. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Preeti. The topic is happiness starts with you.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests, and thank you for this topic. Happiness
Starts with you.
starts with you. Yes. Okay, let me share my experience of my marriage life journey. I got married a year back. So before marriage, I was thinking negatively, of course. I was afraid to get married actually. So I was thinking about the cooking stuffs and managing the family, managing the finance. When I take my mother-in-law to for a walk, I feel happy. We discuss things over so many topics. We speak about the Srimati's case and the news which is going on and so on. So I realized that giving back, when we are happy, happiness starts with us. We can make the people around us happy. Over to your
Audio is not, Preeti, audio is not there.
Sorry, it is unmute. Things sorted out, I think. One day or day one? Okay. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests again. Every one day has a day one. So my Toastmasters journey has also a day one. So when I entered this Andhra Chamber, before entering into Madras Toastmasters Club, I attended one more club's meeting, which is Chennai Champion Toastmasters Club. I think it is in DLF 4. So when they called me to introduce myself, I was stammering and shivering. Even to introduce myself, like my name is Preeti, I came from here and I'm doing this biomedical engineering thing. Only for these few sentences, I were very nervous, and with that nervousness, I left my bag in that club hall and left the hall and reached my home. I just brought my purse and reached my home. So they called me back. I had my office ID card in my bag. So they called me and said, you left your bag here. And that kind of nervousness I had in delivering a speech. And today I'm giving a speech in front of you, and I'm here as a president of this club. And this had a day one. So I'm remembering that day one and the transition over these periods of time. So it definitely, Toastmasters had molded me into something, a good leader and average speaker. So I would always be grateful to this club and this Toastmasters fraternity. Thank you. Over to Tim.
Next topic is for Toastmaster Deepa. The topic is fall 7 times and stand up 8.
Sorry?
Fall 7 times and stand up 8.
In stand up?
Stand up 8.
Okay.
Or you want another topic? Or?
Yeah, can you change the topic?
If you can dream it, you can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving me this topic. If you can dream it, you can do it. Definitely, it is a good topic to discuss about. I would like to start this speech with a famous quote: "A man is what he thinks all day long." So whatever we thinking, whatever the thoughts we have, when we have a dominant belief on the thought, when we have a dominant belief on that thought, definitely it will definitely a subconscious mind will manifest it to happen. So everyone has a goal. Definitely I too has a goal. I want to start my own business. I want to be an entrepreneur. So for that, I need to have a plan behind it. So I need to dream for that. I need to have a start that. For example, I need to dream for my goal on a daily basis. It may take a week or year or a month. So I need to think of that goal. I need to think that I need to achieve the goal. So if we think on that, definitely it will reach to our subconscious mind, and it will be manifested by our subconscious mind. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa. Next, I would like to call guest Jairam. Topic is believe you can and you are halfway there. Believe you can and you are halfway there.
Good morning. My name is Jairam. Believe you can, you are already halfway there. So I can maybe say this. I wanted to come to this meeting, so that was like halfway, and I came to this meeting. I don't know. Can be part of an analogy. So believe. Yes, the previous topic also was somewhat around the same lines. So believe. You want to do something, you need to believe it first. You need to believe in yourself that you will be able to achieve it, at least to a smaller extent, so that you can maybe think about it, and you'll ponder on it, and you will be able to achieve it. So believing is the first stage to success. For halfway there is better than being nowhere. So you should start believing in yourself. I can't right now think of any instance where believing can lead me halfway. So yeah, that's about it.
Thank you. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Sriram. And the topic is be 1% better every day. 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 I make it short. Okay. So all of us have different phases in life, right? Whether be it at home or at office or with your friends. But I would deny with the topic. No, I want to be a different person with different people. Now, obviously, we are trying to meet each other's goals, and you don't have to be the same person all. Okay? You have to change yourself for the better. I mean, of course, your core values you cannot change. Your behaviors are fixed for a period of years, but unless you change yourself for the need, the situation, you cannot meet what you want. Right? So that should be the objective. So keep yourself on the move. Don't think that you cannot change. No, don't have a fixed mindset. Come out of it. So go with a growth mindset and try to change yourself to situations. Depending on the situation, try to, change appropriately or apply the appropriate. That makes you achieve what you can. Maybe your success rate will be even better with this kind of approach. What do you? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Muthu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jacob. I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes.
Yeah.
The topic is don't wait for opportunity, create it. Don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Thank you, DT Master. The topic given to me is don't wait for opportunities, create it. Yes, it's obviously the right thing to say. If you wait for the opportunities to come by, so then it probably will be a long wait. Instead of waiting for the things to happen, we must go forward and take the chances and have to try as many things as we can. So this is where the law of probability comes in. The law of probability says that the more things we try, the more likely one of them will work for you. If you try 100 things, then probably at least 2 of them will work for you. If you try only 2 things, then the law of probability is not in your side. So the more things you try, probably more likely one of them will work for you. So the best thing is instead of waiting for the opportunities, you have to go forward and try as many things as we can, and only we can get the result we want. Even if we don't get the result in some of the attempts we make, probably we'll be learning a lot of things, and that will take us to the next level, and that will be considered as best thing to do. So so we need to stop looking for the things to happen, and we need to take responsibility to try things and take action. So that will take us where we want to go. And back to you, DT Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muthu. Finally, I would like to call guest Parmaguru.
Yeah, thank you.
The topic is I don't lose, I either win or learn.
I'll choose the previous topic.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the opportunity. Just wait. So yeah, thank you. So don't wait for the opportunity, just create it. So 10 years back, we were using all Nokia phones, right? So without everyone are using Nokia phones. So after that, they didn't build their technologies, or they don't. They didn't do the invention. So due to this, we are all know how the Nokia has gone now. So we are not using Nokias. So that's how even in my organization, HDFC Bank, when it was started at 1995, no one knows HDFC Bank or investors or they are not aware. But now the HDFC Bank is one of the top private banks in India. So that's how. So when we are when opportunity comes, we want to grab it. So unless we missed it and we will not grow, or and also when we using that opportunities, we have to create some technologies or invention so that our growth will be top. So as he said, we have to be in the growth mindset, not in the fixed mindset. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you.
That's all from table topics, and over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you, TT Master, for crisply conducting the table topic section. The topics were opted, and you have had a mix of participants from the guests to the members to the seniors. So it's really nicely done. Timer, do you have any disqualifications?
They don't spoke only for 53 seconds.
Okay, the rest all are qualified.
Yeah, the rest of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I request everyone to mark your attendance in the forms that I've sent, and also please vote for the best speakers. And I'll be sending the poll for the best table topic speakers. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri. So now we are moving to the third segment of the Toastmasters meeting, which is the evaluation session, and which is going to be conducted by the general evaluator, Toastmaster Tarun. Over to you, Toastmaster Tarun.
Thank you, Toastmaster today. Today there are amazing speeches. Everything was insightful and exhilarating. So nothing is perfect in this world, and every time we give a speech, we make it better, and that's why we need the evaluation session. So today for the evaluation session, Toastmaster Trinada Rao will be evaluating the speech for Toastmaster Tanzan. So I'd like to call in Toastmaster Trinada Rao on the dais. So Toastmaster, I would like to introduce him at first. So Dr. Trinada Rao is an intellectual asset investor, digital contract writer for options trading and digital technology transformation. He's a wealth creation mentor, leadership excellence coach. He's won 3 consecutive best paper presentation awards for computer science. He's one of the founders of Toastmasters Club, founding members of Toastmasters, Madras Toastmasters. Over to Toastmaster Trinada Rao for the evaluation session.
Can you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So first, let me congratulate Toastmaster Tenzin Dorji. He started our Toastmaster journey from our club through Icebreaker. So as part of this project objectives, there are 2 important objectives. First one is speaker, that is today our Toastmaster Tenzin, has to introduce himself to the club. That is the first objective. And the second objective is to learn the basic concepts of the public speaking. So first objective, he introduced himself to the club very well. I can give 100 out of 100 points because he has given his life in a chronological order, how he has moved from Tibet to India and how he has pursued his childhood studies and how he got blessings from Dalai Lama and spiritual journey. And also now he is showing interest on the modern institutional studies, and also he wants to aspire to become an effective English speaker. And also one more good thing he's going to do is a Dhirubhai International University is, I think, is pursuing PhD. So all these things he has very well crafted, and he has introduced himself to the club. So now all our members aware of who is Toastmaster Tenzin Dorji. So that I think first objective is fulfilled 100%. And coming to the second objective, this is a very important because you have to learn basic structure of the public speaking. So what is the basic structure of the public speaking? Opening, body, and conclusion. So opening is okay because he started with good morning and all, and he started his speech. Body is very good because he has covered entire his life from right from the beginning, birth of the life, and now till now, how he has progressed in the life. Body is good. Conclusion, I think he has given a quote very abruptly. and we have to see how he has to improve that thing. And also one more thing I can see is very confident speaker, and he's having good clarity in his mind what he's going to speak. So all these things has done fantastically well. So what are the areas of improvement I pursued? Because it's the icebreaker, I can see conclusion and opening. Because conclusion you has given on quote, but very fast you have given your quote, and you have to fast some time and you have to give quote and you have to get a response from the audience. That is one thing. And also opening. So what are opening? No need to start with the good morning and all those things. There is a opening techniques. I think going forward you can learn, and you have to give a very good opening so that the audience can remember your speech. So opening and conclusion, little bit improvement is needed. Body is very good, and you are a confident speaker. And I am visualizing Toastmaster Tenjin Dorji is going to be manifested a great public speaker in our club. So don't hesitate. Take opportunity each and every week meeting, attend the meeting, take any role and be excel in your role and give speeches. All the best for your future public speaking.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for such an amazing evaluation. Now, I would like to call in Toastmaster Muthu, Toastmaster of the day. He's giving. Okay, sorry. So, Toastmaster Preeti here is doing the evaluation for Toastmaster Sriram's speech. Toastmaster Preeti is currently the president of the Madras Toastmasters Club, and she's a graphic designer by profession, working at R.R. Gandhi. I would like to call in Toastmaster Preeti on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tarun, for the introduction. And I changed my company. Now I'm working at Ford. You can connect. Okay. Again, good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. And special good afternoon to my target speaker, Toastmaster Sriram. Of course, he's my mentor. Congratulations on starting your new pathway journey, sir, dynamic leadership pathway. I think I've heard your icebreaker for the second time. I think this is your third pathway, right? This shows his topic, elevate from fixed to growth mindset. Even though he completed 2 pathways, he also started a new pathway, second pathway. He also started his second pathway to learn many things. Congratulations for that, and congratulations for completing level 1, project 1 from the pathway. So I would like to evaluate his speech in 3 criteria. First thing, the content. The content was very good. Right from the riding bicycle from the childhood, how his sister advised him, to the manager, what he taught from his, what he learned from his manager, and what he learned from Toastmaster. There was a proper transition in the body. Kudos to that. So in all these transitions, he said a single message: learning mindset, or a growth mindset. How the growth mindset is very important in every stage. So that is wonderful message. Regarding the delivery, I really like the fun elements you added to your speech. For example, how you hit the old lady and how you said she escaped luckily. And those words really kindled some fun in us, and it was really engaging to us. So how your manager fire, you said manager fire, and those words. We enjoyed those sentences that you used. In all your speeches, we could relate to our personal experience as well. One more thing I like is the rhyming. I started working on the brake and entered into brake manufacturing, and those rhymings, those were very good. Coming to the conclusion, you interacted with all the audience, reiterated your point, like what is EFGH. This way, the audience will remember this speech for a long time, and they remember what is EFGH mean. So your message was properly delivered to the audience. The recommendation from my side is only one recommendation I would suggest. Since your pathway is dynamic leadership, you would have also included the points like the leadership journey and how you use the EFGH in your leadership journey as well. The rest of on the nutshell, your speech was really very good with fun and with informative and some emotional message. So if you could have added this recommendation, your speech will go to the next level. Thank you. Over to
Thank you for such an amazing, insightful evaluation, ma'am. Next, I would like to call in Toastmaster Anand. He'll be doing the evaluation for Toastmaster Prabhat's speech. Toastmaster Anand works at Cipla. He is interested towards coaching and guiding the society towards health and wellness. It is really important at these times. He loves creating an awareness about disease and its management. His hobbies are reading, cycling, and traveling. Welcome, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for your warm introduction. Okay. My target speaker is Toastmaster Prabhat. He is giving a electrifying speech with a bubbling of enthusiasm on his research and presentation. Right. So he has done a lot of background work before the research, doing this research. So he has attended the workshop, right, related to this financial literacy, as well as he has seen couple of videos in the YouTube, and also he read a lot of books on the financial literacy before delivering. That's why he was, you can see that is a way of enthusiasm and eagerness during his presentation. First of all, I would like to appreciate my target speaker. And if you see the opening part, the opening was completely thought-provoking, right? Because he was throwing a thought-provoking question to the audience to grab the attention of the audience. That was a wonderful, right? And during the presentation, his flow was highly structured and as well as very sequential, right? I can say that it is a sequential methodology, right? However, there are some area for improvement. See, the most important thing is that the body language. You know that the body language comprises of three elements: your verbal, your non-verbal communication, and tonality. Right? While you are delivering, use both the hands, both the gestures. Using one hand, that need to be avoided. And as my suggestion is that use your tonality and emphasize some of the important points. Use the tonality, up and down voice. Otherwise, if you add such a thing, means I'm sure that your presentation will be fabulous, right? And if you're coming to the closing, right, the content was highly insightful. You are given a complete insightful message to the audience about that inflation rate and the investment. That was fabulous thing. Right. If you add whatever the things I have discussed, the area of, I'm sure that your speech will go to the next level. Wish you all the best, my target speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. That was an amazing evaluation. Now we move into the tag team report. So, as we have the timer R counter in Grammarian, they'll be giving the report for now, and the timer. Every evaluator is qualified. Right? Yeah, all the evaluators are qualified. So, and to the tag team report, I would like to call on the timer Mohan Babu on stage. He'll be submitting the timer report.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon again. Prepared speech session. Toastmaster Tenzin took 5 minutes 26 seconds. Toastmaster Sriram took 6 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Prabhat took 7 minutes 23 seconds. Coming to table topic sessions, Toastmaster Anand took 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Sheshadri took 1 minute 58 seconds. Guest Nikhil took 1 minute 4 seconds. Toastmaster Preeti took 1 minute 29 seconds. Toastmaster Deepa took 1 minute 21 seconds. Guest Jairam took 53 seconds. Toastmaster Sriram took 1 minute 12 seconds. Toastmaster Muthu took 1 minute 22 seconds. Guest Paramaguru took 1 minute 17 seconds. Coming to the evaluation sessions, evaluator 1, TTM Trinal sir took 2 minutes 53 seconds. Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Preeti took 2 minutes 58 seconds. Evaluator 3, Toastmaster Muthu took 2 minutes 54 seconds. Sorry for that. Toastmaster Anand took 2 minutes 54 seconds.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohan. Next, I would like to call the accounter, Toastmaster Rekha, to stage to submit the account report.
Yeah, good afternoon all. So here's my report, our counter report. TM Muthu, yeah, I couldn't catch any counters. TM Tarun, couple of R's and O's, and so seems to be the correct word. For the prepared speech, Tenzin said R 8 times, 5. TM Shriram, R twice. TM Prabhat, R thrice, twice, so twice. TM Arun Kumar was a flawless speech. For table topics, TM Anand had a catch word right a couple of times. DTM Seshadri, R once, once. Guest Nikhil, R once. TM Preeti, once TM Deepa, 8 times probably the catch word what we say once. Guest Shriram, once and 4 times In the table topic session, TM Shriram, once TM Muthu, yeah, I couldn't find any flaw. Guest Paramguru, second time, 2 times and 2 times And I mean as a catch word. In the evaluation round, DTM Trinatra, I couldn't find any R's, counters. TM Preeti, 4 times TM Anand, yeah, right 3 times as a catch word. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I would like to call in Toastmaster Saravanan to submit the Grammarian report.
Good afternoon, everyone. Once again. In case of speech sessions, Toastmaster Tenzin used words like enlightened, exposure, and second speaker Toastmaster Sriram sir to spell words like trivial, pillion, rugged road trip, break journey, upside down, height at the end of the tunnel. The third speaker, Toastmaster Prabhat, used words like financial literacy, investment strategy, financial goals. In case of special sessions, Toastmaster Arun Kumar used words like engaged, bookish idea, logical points, biased, analysis and paralysis, takeaways for audience, subject matter expertise, repository, rhetorical. Use words, phrases like anything to anything. I felt it could be everything to everyone. Could be a nice option. And I use words like target audience, facilitate, pamper, being mindful, call to your action. And in case of table topic session, Toastmaster Anand used words like cumulative, dormant, unreturnable. And Toastmaster Srinivasan used positive state of mind, visualization, manifestation. And in case of guest Nikhil used flowing with time, struck them all. Toastmaster Preeti used phrases like giving back, molded, grateful. Toastmaster Deepa used dominant belief and manifested. Guest Jairam used analogy, ponder on it, instances. Toastmaster Sriram used phrases like core values, on the move. In the evaluation session, DTM Browser used words like pursued, crafted, progressed, and phrase like clarity in mind, excel in roots. Toastmaster Preeti used words like kudos, fun element, rhyming, nutshell. And Toastmaster Anand used phrases like bubbling of enthusiasm, thought-provoking, sequential, tonality, and families.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saravanan. And now it's the time for the agenda evaluators report. Today's meeting attendance is really good. it is really, I'm really happy to see so many people at the Andhra Chamber of Commerce. And first advice I would give to myself, when you plug a charger, remember to switch it on. So that's one advice I would give everyone here. And then to the meeting as such, prepared speeches were really good. We had some very important speeches and to say informative speeches today. So speeches wise, everyone's speech was good. Everyone stuck to their time. It was really good. And TT, there are amazing topics today in the table topic session. Then the tag report, everyone did an amazing job. Thank you, tag team and the evaluation team for that. Today's meeting, I don't find anything wrong. Today's meeting went, other than some glitches on the technological part, the meeting was proceeded really well. And it was an amazing meeting. And thank you for this opportunity of giving me a general evaluator. Over to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator and the tag team for effectively conducting the evaluation session. Today, we have witnessed yet another excellent performance from our club, from all the role players, speakers, and evaluators, and even from the guests. Kudos to you all. So we joined Toastmasters to become great leaders and communicators. Great leaders or communicators are not born, but they are made. One route to becoming a great leader is by taking a variety of roles in Toastmasters and perform the same to perfection. As we have seen with every performance, you become a great leader. You become a great leader by doing the performance, by improving your performance. With that said, I exhort all the guests to join the Toastmasters cradle of leadership and add to the plethora of illustrious leaders that we have in our club. With that, over to you, to presiding officer, Toastmaster Preeti.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. You have done a very good job. And the meeting is about to end in time. And that is, you host the show very well. A special thanks to Arun Kumar sir for such a wonderful education session. And special thanks to Toastmaster of the day, General Evaluator Toastmaster Tarun. Also, he was late, I think. Try to be on time next time. Okay. Good topics by table topics master Toastmaster Jacob. And he's playing a role for this first time table topics master, right? And he had done a very good job. And the topics were in line with the theme and the word. The tag team today, you have done an absolutely wonderful job, especially the R counter. When you explained that R counter importance, it was really wonderful. Hope the guests or also get the benefits of the R counter role. So a special, a special criteria of Toastmaster is some tag role, which you don't find anywhere. Tag role is very important to improve. Other than that, today's speeches were amazing. All the speeches were very informative, and we get to know about Tencent very well because I didn't think I didn't get any introduction from him before, and today I get to know you, man. Okay, let us get guest feedback with this. Start from Parmaguru.
Yeah, thank you once again. So I really enjoyed today. The speech who were given speakers were really nice and informative. And so Sat told that about EF, GS, that was very nice, really very informative. And the infra is very good, and they are providing break, that is also good, infra good. And a hybrid meeting, it's really nice. When we are not able to attend the meeting, so we can on offline, so we can attend in the online. That is one of the best benefit. So I really enjoyed. I thought of joining this Toastmasters membership, and hope to see you all in the next week, and will deliver a good speech and will become a best good and community.
my research turns out to be great. Today I came here for the first time and I feel that, yeah, I did the great thing. The ambience here is really appreciable. I don't think I can find this atmosphere anywhere else. And then the table topics, as it started, turns out really well. I got to know that I can deny topics as well, which I never knew. I really would like to join this community because I visualize myself that I can be there someday. Thank you.
So yeah, I had a very good experience here. I learned a lot of new things. I have a lot of stage fear, to be really honest. I'm not much into public speaking, although I have done some speeches in schools with the help of my dad, who has been a major support. So this has been a really good experience. The ambience is really good. The people over here are like really friendly, and I had a lot of time to chat with everyone during the tea break. So I think I'll mostly be joining this thing, and given it's a hybrid thing, I think it'll be great. Even if I go to college somewhere other than Chennai. So yeah, it was a very good experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, Suresh.
Good afternoon. I observed today, this is the first session I've been a part of this, and thanks for the opportunity. And it's a very constructive manner the program's been delivered. Thanks to everyone. Each and everything has been watched by everyone. That's what I understood after the end of the session. And I have some better feedback as well. And, I'm hesitant to take this table topic because I've never been before. And the next time probably I'll do it. Okay. Thank you. I will join you today for sure. I spoke to Anand.
Okay.
Thank you.
I want to add a point to what he said. Everything will be watched by everyone, but no one will judge you. Everyone will help you to learn here. We have online guests as well. Abdul Latif. Is he available? Abdul Latif?
Yes, I'm Abdul Latif.
Can you please share your feedback? First, we missed your introduction. Can you please introduce yourself and share the feedback about the session?
Yeah, I'm Abdul Latif. I'm from Chennai. I'm working as a manager in an eye hospital in Chennai. It is one of the leading and very fastest growing hospital in Chennai. And I'm a good father of 4 children and a good husband of my beautiful wife. And I've been leading a big team in my hospital. So I wanted to move forward in my life, especially in public speaking. So that's why I wanted to join and improve my communication, improve my speaking skill as well. So I have been watching these videos. It is first time ever because I have attended lots of online program, online program, and I have attended lots of offline program as well. But I didn't giving any speech on the stage, but I have given many speeches in colleges and school and in my hospital and many hospitals. But the first time in especially the Toastmasters clubs, I joined. I watched the first time. I really enjoyed this session. Definitely, I would like to join these sessions and Toastmasters as well. And I believe definitely your team and you as well will improve my ability and get rid of my the stage fear.
Thank you so much for joining. Probably join us offline next week and you'll find many more information from the members.
Yeah, sure.
So
these sessions start at 10:30, right?
10:15 to 12:30 every Sunday.
10:15. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And with this, we'll come to the end of the session and we'll share the best awards. Gayatri, is that right?
Thank you.
For this time, we don't have to. Next. Icebreaker, Toastmaster Sriram, congratulations, sir. Best speaker, Toastmaster Sriram. Best table topics, Toastmaster Anand. Now you be doing something.
Thanks, President.
Best evaluator. Okay. Sriram. I'm privileged to get it from my mentor. Next, this role player, Toastmaster Muthu. This tag role player, Toastmaster Morgan. And the meeting rating is 4.7. That is a good rating. Congratulations. Hope you all have enjoyed the meeting. With this, I adjourn 629th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club to the next week. Thank you. Yeah, let's gather for the can online people, Toastmaster Muthu, can you please take a screenshot?